How's it going? James with OnlineCarShow. Just want to do a real quick video just with some electrical gremlins I found in the ZR1, just so you guys don't come across the same problem. So with that hesitation, let's get this video started. All right, Beretta, you ready to get the gremlins? Those gremlins? You ready to get the gremlins? All right, so we're gonna go over, I guess, what's going on with the channel real quick, since it's such a short video, just to give y'all an update on what all I've got going on. It's a lot. Of course, we're working on the ZR1, getting the cooling upgraded, the pump working again for the intercooler. We've also got a bunch of stuff going on in the sim racing room, just for, you know, the rig. I've got a big upgrade coming, something I've been waiting for since I basically started sim racing, an upgrade. So it's going to be real exciting. I'm going to give you all a video basically where the rig is now, because I've already added a bunch of stuff to it before the upgrade arrives. And those that aren't into sim racing, you know, give it a chance. I think you know, I went into it for years and years and got into it. I didn't realize how much it's changed and grown, and how realistic the driving could be. So give the videos a chance, and if not, I'm gonna have plenty of car content for you too. All right, well, let's discuss the video at hand. Electrical gremlins. How this all led up to happening is I've had some issues with the intercooler pump. If y'all watched one of my last videos, y'all will know it sporadically stopped working. It would work here and there, and then it just all of a sudden nothing. I didn't hear any sound from the pump, so I knew it wasn't working. And so ever since, I've had to be real careful not to run this thing on, you know, boost and heat up that supercharger, ruin the motor, something bad like that. Definitely don't want that to happen. So we're getting it fixed here, and also just to let y'all know, I'm adding a little upgrade here. We've got the dual inlet lines from Kong Performance. Those things look so sexy on top of that supercharger. But we've got those, got them in. As you can see, I don't have my line links very good. They're very ugly the way it is right now. So I'm gonna lengthen some of the lines and hide it further down, push it further down basically, and that should clean it up a lot. But let's get to the actual problem. When I was messing with this, I started reading in the forums, seeing, you know, what problems other people were having with the intercooler pump. And one of the big things that just kept coming up was fuse box. People were having bad connections, which is making it where the intercooler pump wasn't getting any voltage. One of the other things, I just want to add a little footnote here. One of the other things that could cause this may not be anything to do with this too. It could be your battery in the back is not putting out enough voltage to run all the systems in the car. So you do want to make sure you use a AC Delco battery, the factory battery on these cars. Or I've also heard good things about the yellow top Optima batteries, so I do want to put them in there. I know a lot of y'all are big fans of those batteries. I haven't really heard a whole lot of beef except on their manufacturing, and it sounds like they've got a decent warranty, so you could go that route if you wanted. I'm going to opt for the AC Delco. I can get at the dealership and put that in. So I haven't done that yet. That's coming. But anyways, back to the electrical gremlin. So as I was messing with all this stuff and messing with the fuse box, I had noticed, and I'll show y'all here, this wire was like that. So I don't know if you can see here, I'll try to zoom in a little bit, but the cover is not connected to the fuse box. That's how it was when I came across it. So what had been happening is I had been cleaning the underhood of the car and stuff, and you're messing, you know, hitting wires slowly over time. I was hitting that cover, which is putting pressure because it wasn't being supported by the fuse box. It was pulling those wires. And how I kind of found out about it is I noticed that and I started jiggling. Then I heard a relay pop down here, which is probably the intercooler pump relay. But that told me right off the bat that I did have some kind of electrical gremlin going on in here. And so I started taking it apart to investigate more. And that is when I'm going to pop this down. We don't need, well, first I'm going to put it back like it's supposed to. Those pop in. What I think led to this cover being exposed and, you know, not done right, I don't think it was an individual that owned the car before me. You can see this red wire in here going across from this block to this block. That's a recall. So at one point, somebody, a previous owner, probably took this car in for a recall. That was a headlight recall they had with a bad wiring or fuse. I don't know what it was, but it was something with the headlights and a recall that GM had done to the car. So it's got this red wire coming across, and if my guess is, which is probably correct, how this happened was when the dealership did the recall work, they put everything back together and they didn't put this wire support / cover back in the correct place like it is supposed to be, wedged into the fuse box, because that's actually adding support for these wires from being pulled, which causes this whole problem. So I just wanted to make a video for you guys. Just, you know, double check your fuse box, make sure these covers are, you know, wedged in the little support thing here, because over time you are going to have a problem. Since I've got this all exposed, I've got some of these pins, they're a little pushed in. I'm going to take a little titanium tool, which I've got on order, it's not here yet, and just kind of push some of these pins out since I've already got it exposed. I don't notice any that are too bad anywhere, except there's a couple on here that were kind of pushed in. So that could have been the problem too. I'm just going to go ahead and get her 100%, batten it all up, and we should be done. So that's basically it. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of do a quick video just to save you guys some headaches, just in case some of y'all are coming across the same problem. I'm guessing the dealership that did the recall on this car is the one we need to point the finger at, and just shows you sometimes some of the shiesty work you can get done at a dealership. That's why I like going to some of these performance shops and stuff that specialize in Corvettes and GM and etc. over going to a dealership, because you never know, you might take your car into a dealership and have a mechanic working on it that's been there 20-30 years and knows the cars better than anybody else you could take it to, or you can end up one of those guys that's just there making his hourly wage and just trying to, you know, pay his bills, doesn't really care about the cars. And that's a lot of times what you find at dealerships, unfortunately. That wraps it up for you guys. I recommend all y'all check your fuse boxes just to make sure you don't have the same gremlin. Be looking out for my videos coming up. We got a bunch more in store. I'm going to do a video just on the cooling system and upgrades and some of the questions I had for Kong, just so you guys don't have the same questions, or hopefully I can alleviate some of their questions they're getting. But I just want to kind of pass on some of the questions I had to you guys. So that video will be upcoming. We've got the SimRig update video I'm working on right now. There will be a SimRig upgrade video coming out shortly after that. We're going to have a bunch more stuff coming for the ZR1. As you know, I'm keeping the car, so there's a bunch more planned for that. I've got a couple things planned for the Focus. So I've got more videos right now than I know how to shoot. So be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe below and like button so you don't miss any of that upcoming content, and to help my channel grow. I hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see you in the next video.